we're going to be integrating the bed into the R1 printer. So let me show you the CAD real quick. If I go ahead and isolate just the bed, we have to install the 3 linear rails that support the 3 different bed mounting points, and then we also need to attach the belts that couple these guides to the actual Z drives that we built in a previous episode. So I've already got all the parts. All that's left to do, put it on this thing. Let's start by installing the 3 linear rails. The bottom of the rail needs to line up just with the bottom of this extrusion. Alright, so now that the rails are installed, we can begin assembling the rail carriages that attach the belt into the bed. So the bed mounts were manufactured on a water jet, along with some additional post machine that was done to create the mounting point here that gets mounted to the linear rails, and also to mill these angled features which are there to mount the roller bearings that support the bed. We'll start by installing the bed retention magnets into each mount. The magnet just gets pushed in, and in this one there is a set screw on the side to set the depth. And these need to be about 1 millimeter from the top. The magnet needs to be offset just like that. For these ones, the set screw is buried down in this hole here, and it's at a slight angle. So now we can install the roller bearings, and we need an M3 washer under each one of these. Just want to make sure that the bearings still spin freely. And finally, the last one. Next, we're going to install the covers. So each one of these will get one of these plates and a backer. Now we can go ahead and mount these blocks to the actual rails. Now we can actually prepare the bed and the mounting points. So this is the bed. It's again water jet out of a piece of the same aluminum tooling plate that the top gantry is made out of. And the way it mounts is with a series of these ground rods. And the rods get mounted into these small cutouts here, and then these sheet metal brackets basically hold these rods very tightly to the bed. So I'm going to come in here with my screws and tighten this down. So now with the bracket lightly bolted down, I can take my rod and slide it into the bracket up until it hits up against the plate. Now I can tighten this down. And so that is the bed complete. And these things are ridiculously sturdy. And so now we can install the bed in the printer. Just like that. And the idea with these couplings is that you can actually level the bed from 3 points. And since these rods kind of slide in these bearings, it provides a really low friction pivot point from which the bed can be leveled. But for now, I'm actually going to take the bed off because it's going to get in our way for installing the belts. So to install the belts, we actually need to attach the idler block that we made in a previous video And so I've already included some T-nuts up in this extrusion here. So this screws directly into this top beam. To install the belt, I have to loosen the front screws so that we can actually take off this back plate. Now we have access to slide the belt into these little teeth here. I will start by threading a piece down through the bottom of the printer and then up around the pulley. And this end will get pressed into the teeth on the side of the belt mount. So right now I'm just measuring the belt to length. Right here will be good. And my scissors. And so now I can take a 20mm screw, and this is what will go into the other side to tension the belt. Now I can move the carriage to the top, and I'm just checking to make sure that this pulley is aligned well. I'm just looking for this belt to lie very straight, and once it looks good, we can tighten this one down. And now we can seal this off with the backing plate. So now we're just going to rinse and repeat and do that for the other sides. To stick the bed on, first we need to remove the protective plastic film on the bed. And then give it a little wipe with some isopropyl alcohol. Magnetic sheet. And so the neat thing here is that the couplings, the magnets that hold the coupling together, are very strong compared to the bed. So I can still remove the bed no problem without detaching the actual couplings themselves. So yeah, this is very sturdy. There we go. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. We've pretty much assembled all of the mechanical systems at this point. The last thing that is remaining is all the decorative elements, the external shells, and the lid. Up next for me, I'm going to be working on the electrical system, and I'm going to do all the wiring and actually get this thing printing before I tackle all of the details to make it look nice and pretty. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next series of updates.